Hi, my name is Jay. I'm here to speak to you about a new concept. It's called synthetic landscaping. Now, synthetic landscaping is not like using live plants. It gives you a much larger choice. It does not need water. It does not need fertilizer. It does not need any special attention. Well, I'm 70 years old right now, so I'm not good for much anymore. But I was an architect, I was a landscape architect, then I got my master's degree in botany. So, and I've been to all over the world looking for plants and take a look at them and see how botanical grows. Synthetic landscaping is about as close to get an imitation of plants that would not be possible to be found in nurseries or alive because they're not able to be domesticated in the sense that they cannot be grown in areas like Florida or Michigan or anywhere. So it it is like taking the inside of your house and bringing it outside. You can do all kinds of display. You can use all kinds of things and do flowers around it, and it brings colors in your life. If you look at these are pansies. They are synthetic, but they really look like regular plants. If you know anything about pansy, you're going to see that they are looking real. A lot of time, people will come by and won't even know the difference between if it's real or not. This little statue I found in a pile of branches and leaves laying on its back. It's made out of granite. It's very, very old. So I brought it back here and I refinished it. And I'll show you what I use inside. The flowers, they're called Chinese moon paper. Or is it Chinese? Paper moon, yeah. Chinese paper moon flowers. It's been so long I have not seen it. They grow, but I'll tell you all about it inside. All right. Then this is the entrance. We're back in the entrance of the front entrance of the house. As you can see, everything is available today to really make something look good. You know, the time where people used to put rocking chair and old sofa in their yard to just have a friendly talk together is pretty much over now. Now people wants to have something that looks natural and pleasant. So what I did is I covered the papers with an outside carpet. Then I chose a chair, and then I chose plants and little animals. Because being whimsical is important in a design. But everything looks natural. The evergreen, the lavender. Oh, and this is a different kind of photocarpus. This is the weeping kind of photocarpus. The center part of this flower bed is miniature sunflowers. Geneticians took sunflowers that was 10 feet high and reduced them to be miniature. It just came out on the market maybe 5 years ago. They're still very hard to find and they are not easy to grow. But synthetic, it'll keep on blooming all summer long. This flower bed here it's a different design type. You know, it's like you're using things that you already have in your garage and you put it together. So, and if you look close, you're going to find Mama Duck has eggs. And this is the front view of the house. The house is a colonial design, so everything has to be, you know, a little bit following the design as much as possible. But you see how much colorful the house is. Now, you can have a choice between something like this and having plenty of color, or you could have a plain property. It's a lot of work to keep up with live plants and renewing your flower bed every season and put different colors. Annuals will give a good show, except that they do not last very long. The sun here in Florida is very, very hard on plants. I don't know where you live, you might have a better chance because of cooler night, but here it's not easy. And there's many area in United States or Canada even that is not easy to grow live plants. So many people choose to have their property looking plainer. Today is March 13. We are in Hudson, Florida. So there's no snow. We don't get snow here. But we did have a frost this year. So you're going to see in the regular plant damages from the frost. This is a small garden that I keep changing all the time. Last year it had a Japanese style garden. It's just a little corner that is pleasant to look at when you come in. And as you can see, the palm tree looked real, but it's not. So imagine yourself living way, way, way north with only a few months summer, where you could have yourself a nice little tropical garden to invite guests. So now let me show you inside where my greenhouse is. Because they're ordered from the web, so you remove the plastic. And you open the plant up to make it look natural. Now, as you can see, the flowers are all flattened out, but with the humidity in the garage, they'll open all up again, make it look natural. These are called Chinese paper moon flower. They come from the Broad Peak Mountain in Xinjiang, northern part of China. It is an area that is very, very, very cold. These plants have a maturity of about a month. From the seeds thrown out the year before, they'll sprout, grow, and bloom in the space of 3 weeks. Once they are in full bloom, 2-3 days later, the flower has completely matured, and because of the wind from the mountain, the cold, cold wind of the mountain, shaking the flowers, the pollination is done. So when the flower has matured, instead of shrinking down like most flowers, they'll detach from the plant. So the cold wind blows them up all in clouds of colors. They come in as many colors as the rainbow. it looks like, I don't know, if you look at it and you see these clouds moving up, these colorful clouds coming, it looks like, I don't know, colorful butterfly, I guess, or something, or moth or anything, but they move with the wind. They move and they move around and they float, and then suddenly they're gone. The mature plant produces a seed pod, about, I'd say about this big. It's round, 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 it's green, then it's matured to brown, and then it explodes, throwing its seeds all over the place for the following year. Now, the cold wind started bringing clouds of snow, and in the space of days, the entire area is covered with snow. So these plants that I have in my hand could never be domesticated to be in nurseries, because they need cold ground to grow, they need this, they need that specifically, and then it could not be reproduced. It's the same thing with the other flowers that I have there. So what you do is you put them like this in the box and let the humidity work its way to open the flower. Here we have a species of buddeias. Buddeias these are in the same families of your lilac tree. It's in the same family of the lilac tree. They grow in a barren area in Mexico. No, it's South America. Yeah. It's been so many years, I forget all the details, but anyway, it's in South America. And they grow into soil that is mostly rock. So their roots are like floating on the top and barely grabbing. And the same thing, they have a very short season of maturation. So they grow, and they make these tiny, tiny little buds on each of the leaves, and then they bloom. They make heads of flowers like that. They come only in this color. These are African impatient, and our normal impatient. We see them in nursery everywhere, Home Depot, Lowe's, and all the garden nursery, they're available. But these are in the same family, except that they come from the southern area of the Congo. And all these countries in this area. And they are swamp grower. They grow into a wet soil. And the plant itself, the imitation of the flower on this plant is very, very good. But the plant itself has long, pointy, sharp thorns. So it's not like you can throw your hand in the plants to grab one or something like that. You'd be all cut off. So and plus these swamps are full of snakes, packed with snakes. So when you go look for flowers in most countries, you have to wear these long rubber boots that are lined with the same thing that radial tires are made of. It's lined with something that snake cannot pierce. Or these small crocodiles that are everywhere. I mean everywhere. You barely can walk a step without having one running in front of you. So it is dangerous. So you wear these long, it looks like almost like duck hunting boots. It comes and it's got suspenders, and then you wear over that you wear a jacket that is armed too, same thing as an armor almost. And you wear those long gloves, and you have a face mask and a hat, because there is snakes everywhere. You walk in the jungle in the Congo, and snakes, these little venomous, dangerous little ding ding ding, will fall in your neck and bite you if you're not wearing the right clothes. So it's a, it's not always easy. The same thing as when I went to the Philippines to look how vandas were growing, the orchids, the vandas. The country has so many snakes, they come in your room at night. As you can see, this is a pretty plain flower bed. Now we're going to put colors in it. I'm going to put colors in it. So I'll start by putting some kind of little design to it and start planting the African impatient. As you can see, you could use different material in order to make a design. This time I'm using mulch. So now it's time for planting.
Okay, started.
You saw what the flower bed looked like before. Now you look and you see it with colors, the difference it makes. And then you can add little whimsical. In this case, I added a family of rabbits. So we're at the end of the video. All I wanted to do was showing you different ways of doing things. I mean, it's not professional. I'm not selling you anything. It's just for fun, really. I hope you enjoy it. And, oh, the material. The material is available everywhere online. Take Amazon for a choice, and they have thousands and thousands of plants, a synthetic that can be used for landscaping. They are made for landscaping. They are protected from UV ray. They don't change color. They stay the way they are. And even in a storm or rain or anything. I had the sprinkler on last night, and as you can see, there's nothing. The flower doesn't look all beat up or anything. They are resistant to about anything. Maybe not your dog or your cat or an armadillo or anything like this, because we have plenty of critters here. But thank you for watching. Bye.